Hi there, welcome to Noctis on YouTube.
Have you ever imagined a large city that sails on a vast ocean? Although it may sound unreal, like something from a fairy tale, the plan to construct a massive floating city is indeed a reality. This sailing city stands on a massive ship with various complete facilities, much like those found in typical cities: housing, offices, shopping centers, amusement parks, healthcare facilities, and more. Moreover, these massive ships are constructed with magnificent architecture, creating a luxurious and expensive appearance. However, unlike conventional cities, these floating cities can move from one region to another. To date, there have been 4 projects to build the world's largest ships resembling sailing cities. One of them is the Freedom Ship, a maritime housing and future city project on the waves. The concept of the Freedom Ship was proposed by Norman Nixon, a pioneering engineer from the United States in the late 1990s. This colossal ship is 1,371 meters long, 4 times longer than the Queen Mary ship. Additionally, it has a width of 228 meters and a height of 106.68 meters. This 25-story tall ship can accommodate 100,000 people, including 40,000 residents, 20,000 crew members, 30,000 visitors, and 10,000 tourists who can stay in the onboard hotels. The estimated cost of building the Freedom Ship is around $10 billion. The Freedom Ship is designed to be more than just a cruise ship. It is a floating city where people can live, work, retire, and vacation. The ship offers various luxurious and adequate facilities to meet all the needs of its inhabitants. For housing, it provides residences ranging from $100,000 to $1 million options. Other facilities on the ship include a large shopping center, wholesale stores, warehouses, offices, factories, and a tax-free shopping complex. It also features sport facilities such as golf courses, basketball courts, tennis courts, bike lanes, a gym area, and a bowling alley. For children's education, the Freedom Ship provides educational institutions with high-quality programs. There's no shortage of entertainment on the ship either, with cinemas, playgrounds, pubs, and nightclubs. Plus, there are numerous restaurants serving a variety of authentic cuisines on board. This giant ship will circumnavigate the world, passing through 7 seas in 2 or 3 years. During its voyage, the Freedom Ship will dock at several important ports, including Morocco, Spain, Australia, Nigeria, Venezuela, and Brazil. To support the environment, the Freedom Ship is designed with eco-friendly concepts, including effective waste management and recycling systems. To power the ship, approximately 100 diesel engines are required, with each engine costing about $1 million. The ship's foundation is constructed by connecting steel compartments, forming a hull-like structure with a flat and long bottom. Unfortunately, the construction of the Freedom Ship was halted due to doubts about its operational capabilities and the lack of potential investors interested in investing in this mega project. Additionally, the high construction and operational costs were major obstacles. Norman Nixon, the visionary behind the ship's concept, also passed away in 2012, and the entire management team of the Freedom Ship has changed in recent decades. It seems that the project remains a mere plan and has started to fade into obscurity. Moving on from the concept of a floating city, let's turn our attention to an environmentally friendly giant ship called the NYK Super Eco Ship 2030. The concept for this ship was first created in 2009. At the time, the company Ilomatic collaborated with NYK, a Japanese shipping company, to study technology aimed at reducing energy consumption and emissions. From there, they planned the construction of a futuristic and eco-friendly container ship, the NYK Super Eco Ship 2030. The ship's energy consumption is projected to be 40% lower than the best ships in its class at that time. Due to its environmentally friendly design, the project garnered attention and received awards. Nearly 10 years later, the project underwent updates to raise its standards and align with the goals set by the IMO and the International Panel for Climate Change, or IPCC. Consequently, the ship's name was changed to NYK Super Eco Ship 2050, and compared to the previous plan, the ship is expected to be more energy efficient, with a 70% reduction in energy consumption. To achieve this, hydrogen fuel cells will serve as the ship's main source of propulsion. The electricity generated from these fuel cells will be directed to a DC network, providing low-voltage electricity throughout the ship. This savings will be achieved by minimizing electrical components, utilizing permanent magnet motors, advanced power management, and smart consumers, as well as superconductive transmissions. Traditional ship propellers have been replaced with foils that mimic the movement of dolphins, resulting in greater efficiency compared to screw-type propellers. The ship's hull is designed without appendages or discontinuities to minimize resistance. Additionally, the ship will be equipped with highly efficient solar panels that can move on two axes for optimal efficiency. As a result, the ship can make round trips with just 15% additional energy required from the solar panels. In addition to being powered by environmentally friendly fuel, the NYK Super Eco Ship 2050 is also designed to be a zero-waste ship. This means it will maximize efficiency by eliminating all source of waste. Unlike conventional ships that generate excess heat from engines, the NYK Super Eco Ship 2050 features emissions-free exhaust that consists only of water vapor, and its exhaust temperature can be adjusted as needed. This results in cold waste, a new waste stream derived from cryogenic bunker fuels such as LNG or liquid hydrogen. This approach enhances power distribution efficiency through superconductors and reduces the surface temperature of solar panels. While the ship's construction plan received positive responses, there are several challenges hindering the development of this eco-friendly ship. One of them is the rarity and the costliness of the fuel. Although operating an emissions-free ship seems straightforward, using carbon-neutral or carbon-free fuels, the technology tends to be inefficient in terms of energy efficiency. To date, there is no further information on the official date of when this ship will be built and launched to the public. Contrasting with the NYK Super Eco Ship 2050, designed with a modern and sophisticated concept, is the DNV GL PERFECT ship, which is characterized by its innovative and advanced technology. PERFECT stands for Piston Engine Room Free Efficient Container Ship. The ship's design was showcased at the Maritime exhibition in Shanghai in December 2017. As a result, the DNV GL PERFECT ship features an integrated electric propulsion system combining gas turbines and steam turbines, known as the COGES system. The purpose of this system is to provide a minimal number of power generator sets on gensets, the majority of which are identical and can all operate in parallel during load-sharing mode. This allows for higher genset operating loads during low power demand, effectively increasing system efficiency. The advantages of having identical gensets primarily relate to cost savings in maintenance, crew training, and parameter adjustments in various operating modes. The electrical power will also be adjusted according to the ship's power requirements. As a result, the system on the DNV GL Perfect ship can also be applied to other ships with power capacities of 30 megawatts and above, particularly cruise ships that will benefit from this concept. And lastly, we transition from the modern and innovative DNV GL Perfect ship to a nostalgic journey, experiencing the era of the Titanic's glory. Yes, the legendary Titanic cruise ship that sank in 1912 now has a successor known as Titanic II. Titanic II is a replica of the original Titanic, and the idea was conceived by Clive Palmer, an Australian billionaire. In his ambition to resurrect the Titanic, he even had established a new company called Blue Star Line, a reference to the original Titanic's White Star Line. Titanic II retains a similar design to its predecessor, including cabin layouts, interiors, luxurious architecture, and passenger class categories. Additionally, the ship is equipped with modern navigation equipment, a wider hull for extra stability, and life jackets and lifeboats for everyone on board. Moreover, its capacity matches the original version, accommodating 2,400 passengers and 900 crew members, and according to various sources, it is estimated that building Titanic II would require around $500 million. The construction of this ship has faced financial challenges, but in November 2018, Palmer announced that the design would be handled by Tilburg Design and the construction by Delta Marine. By 2022, it was declared ready for its maiden voyage. The voyage was set to begin in Dubai and head to Southampton, England. Upon arrival at its destination, Titanic II would follow a similar route to the original Titanic, starting from Southampton and heading to New York. As a historical note, the original Titanic was a British-designed ship that first sailed on April 10, 1912 from Southampton to New York. Unfortunately, it struck an iceberg in the northern Atlantic Ocean on April 15, 1912. The ship sank, resulting in approximately 1,500 casualties. The wreckage of the Titanic still rests at a depth of 3,784 meters at its sinking location.